I'm Ben Crellin. I'm the British bench press champion for 2026. I've just come back from World Championships last week where I placed fourth. I've been competitively powerlifting for about 4 years now, and currently I'm taking A-levels in PE, biology and business studies, hoping to do a sports science degree next year. So for me, I find recovery is going into each session and feeling stronger than the last and feeling like you can put more into your training than the last time, being able to train harder than you were before. I found before using the Human Regenerator that if I did, especially like a really heavy session, so say I was at the very end of my prep and I was doing like very, very heavy squats, bench and deadlift, I'd find it very hard to be able to recover from that in just 1 to 2 days. Since using the Human Regenerator, my recovery time I feel like it's almost halved. So I'm able to come into the gym after doing sessions feeling stronger than I did the session before and feeling better prepared and ready to go into the next session. I think it comes down a lot to recovery and to recoverability. I'd say probably anywhere from 70 to 80% is all down to recovery. You know, everyone can train hard, but it's what you do outside the gym that I feel makes the most of the difference. You know, by taking your sleep and nutrition seriously, but then if we add in things like the Human Regenerator, I find it makes a massive difference in my ability to recover between sessions, and then kind of come into the next session feeling better than the last. And I find it gives me that kind of edge over my competition. So I always find that my sleep improves a lot in the days after. So say I used to have issues falling asleep. If I'm on this, at least for 4 or 5 days after, I don't find any issues falling asleep at night, like at all. My muscles and my soreness, it goes so much faster. I've barely felt sore since using the Regenerator and the Firefly, and I find my focus as well really helps. So if I'm using this and then currently studying for A-levels, so I'm spending a lot of time at a desk studying, and I find it really hard to stay focused for more than 30-40 minutes before using this, but now I'm finding it significantly easier to stay focused for an hour and a half at a time, and I find it a lot easier to then just get really into one specific task and not get bored and not look for things to distract myself. I used to really struggle with knee tendonitis, especially coming up to competitions. Since using this, I started using the Human Regenerator in preparation for competition in Oxford in late 2024. Before that, all that summer, I was really struggling with knee tendonitis, and then coming into that competition and using the Regenerator, it all just really went, and it wasn't after just one session, but it was like compounding after like 3-4 sessions. I'd noticed like it was feeling a lot lighter and it was feeling a lot more able to squat heavily and not have pain in my knees. And then when I kept using it, it's completely gone. I'd say give it a go and see for yourself, because it does work.